Nothing soothes the soul more than the flickering glow of a candle. Chances are the candle burning in your home was made in New Hampshire.
You can't come to Aileen and purchase a candle. You'll never see our brand name in a store.
Aileen Candles in Milford makes candles for other brands. Well-known labels Aileen president Rod Harrell won't divulge.
We don't talk about our customers externally because they're sharing with us brand assets that haven't hit the market yet.
Aileen manufactures about 500,000 candles a day out of 2 factories, one in Ohio and the plant here in Milford. Harrell and co-owner Ted Goldberg bought the company 10 years ago from its founders. Since then, the number of year-round employees has quadrupled to about 400.
We're in an industry where whether the economy is turning down or turning up, candles tend to grow a little bit every year. So even in a downturn, people may be shifting their purchases from a new lamp for the home or a piece of furniture or something else that's a little more expensive. They will instead spend $10, $20, $30 on a nice candle to bring a different sense of freshness into their home.
It all starts here in the silos, where hot wax is stored. It recirculates down to the wax department.
The waxer is almost like the kitchen of Aileen, where they prepare, according to a recipe, the fragrance, the additives, and the base waxes that go into the finished product.
All the wax formulations are developed in-house. Max Donnelly practically grew up at Aileen, at his dad's elbow on weekends as a kid, then following in his footsteps, becoming a chemist.
Our formulas have multiple components in it. The fragrances can be up to about 60 different things in them, and all of those things have their own chemistry interactions going on.
He must make sure the candles can stand the heat.
It's called hot stability. We treat it as like a shipping test. So if you're going to ship candles in the summer, you can get up to like 105 degrees in a truck sitting out in the sun.
Once Max and the other chemists perfect the formula, Matt Link in the wax department mixes it all up.
What Matt's adding now is paraffin.
This one batch will make about 3,500 candles.
All the candles that we make here at Aileen are fragranced. We would say container candles, so they are either in a glass or metal or ceramic, some sort of vessel.
Candles are a seasonal business. Fall and the holidays are Aileen's busiest times. 2/3 of all their candles are sold in the second half of the year. Staffing balloons to 1,100 people. Sample lab manager Peggy LaFrance says fall fragrances tend to be more challenging than spring scents.
Cinnamon vanilla or pumpkins or maples, clove, they might be more challenging than something that had like a lilac, more florals.
Most important, safety.
100% of the product we make is intended to be set on fire in someone's home. So that's a responsibility that we take pretty seriously.
Samples from every batch run through the burn lab.
We're testing candles for various aesthetic and safety characteristics.
Burn lab manager Andrew Massey checks flame height, melt pool temperature, and how much wax adheres to the side of the container. And did you know you're supposed to trim the wick each time you light the candle? As the consumer, we're supposed to be trimming it?
As the consumer, you're supposed to be trimming it.
Are you surprised I don't know that?
No, I am not. So out of all the tours that we do back here, we find that a lot, that consumers don't trim it, or they leave the debris within the candle. Yeah. So they light it with a match, they might just stick the match in there.
The candles are put through the wringer, burning in the lab for 8 hours at a time, then blown out. They allow the wax to solidify and light them up all over again, continuing until the entire candle is consumed.
Every candle that we develop and sell goes through that consumer misuse test.
They also do a soot test. These candles are well balanced, so no soot shows up on the slide. If you see black grime on your wall or container, time to trim that wick.
Trimming the wick is absolutely key. If there was one takeaway for burning candles in your home, it is trim the wick.
By the way, there are hundreds of different types of candle wicks. The correct one depends on the size of the container, the wax, fragrance, and burn rate. Every wick gets a little tug as it moves down the assembly line, which eliminates any air pockets. The factory has to be the best smelling workplace around, scents that follow employees wherever they go.
I can go to Dunkin' Donuts and they'll recognize me as an alien employee when I walk in because the smell comes off me. Yeah.
Ah, the sweet smell of success.